Hello, my name is Jacob Peliquin, and this is our senior design video. During these unprecedented times, we have to do things that we might not find comfortable and that kind of stuff, and that kind of comes along with the project. This will allow us to showcase what we've done this whole year and what we've gotten done. It'll show the behind the scenes of the code, we're going to show a demo, and then our experiences through the entire process. I hope you enjoy.
How's it going, everyone? I just want to walk you through what was going on behind the scenes in our project. The first thing we're going to look at here is our script, our master script for this project. This is how we created our database. There's just a few functions that we use all the time. We created them into functions, so we didn't have to write all of this every single time we wrote a stored procedure. Instead, we just made a function for it. Everything that we have is stored in these 4 tables here. They're clean, precise, very crisp, very powerful, and everything we could possibly need for this site and the future of this site can be stored in these 4 tables here. If we look down at our stored procedures, one thing I wanted to point out is this right here. Every time a stored procedure is called, we're past the user token, and then we convert it back into the user ID. So every time a user calls the database, they're giving us their user token, and we can create it into the user ID. So no user will ever know what their actual user ID is to keep that security nice and tight. So if we jump ahead over to our API, we're going to look at one thing right here is this record token, right? So that's going to write a cookie every single time someone logs in or creates an account. It's going to be stored locally on that person's machine, and that's the identity of their user. They don't know how to uncrypt it, so it's very secure. And every time a store procedure is called, that cookie is deserialized, turned back into the user token. And like I pointed out earlier, once the user token gets back over to the database, is turned back into the user ID. So levels of security there, which are great. Jumping ahead now to the default page, just one thing I wanted to point out was that we use materialize. You can see here include materialize functions. One of those is parallax. Once you look at our preview of our site, you'll be able to see what this parallax function does, but a lot of materialize used throughout the site, which is super handy, very cool. We were so fortunate to be able to learn about materialize and utilize that through our site. So one thing I wanted to point out was similar to a login, but also our create user uses the same functionality here. So all of these things that we take in here, their names, the user ID, their password, their text is all passed into one singular entry here. So this is the name that's stored in the stored procedure, and this is the value that that person's entering from up here. Pass that in the service call here. That's the procedure in the API we're calling. We're giving it that entry. Now on that function this service function being called and the success of it, we then record that token we talked about earlier. So that's going to make the cookie on the person's local machine, and that's how we are going to track the user as they are bouncing around throughout the site. Jumping over to this page here, this is our main create a workout page. So more materialize here. In here, this is the date picker, which you'll see demonstrated earlier. But if we just scroll down here, one final thing I wanted to point out here was that every time the entries are being taken, we take the workout and the date, and then we hit the database, and then the database returns us that ID from the workout title upon it being successful. We then parse that title back into the next call. So then we're going to take the set name, give it the ID of the table for the title of the workout. And then on success of that, we get back the set ID, and we parse that and we put that back here when we add the actual workout line. So that's how this is looped all the way back through. Every time we add the title and the date, it goes and gets the title ID field back to us, the set ID, and we parse it back here. So that's how we're calling these and making sure that the user is storing their unique workout every single time they make a workout. Now it's time to see the video. Super excited for you guys to watch it.
So as I said before, this is going to be a little bit of a walkthrough. This is our website, Swimming2Win. This is the home page. We have a logos done by Mr. Star. Thank you very much for that. We did most of this with Materialize, and as you can see, we have parallax videos, and our main functionality is with the workouts. So before I talk about more about the workout page, Nick Ward made a video that he put on the actual page, so you see how you get to use it. Let's take a look at that. First, what you want to do is find a title. Then you're going to want to pick a date from the calendar. Then you're going to decide the type of workout that you want to write today. You're going to decide the quantity, the distance, the time, the description, as well as the equipment. You can add more lines, but once you press save/preview, it'll print out a printable PDF form with everything you just did. This also shows the calendar presets, so you can look up workouts that you've stored. Hi, so like I said earlier, my name is Jacob Peliquin, and Senior Design Project, or Swimming2Win, has taught me hard work and time management comes a long way. It means the most when it comes to a project that you have to always be mindful of what everyone else is doing too. You have to have your deadlines and have them in on time, and so everyone else can do what they need to do. Working as a team with others, this project has also taught me that. Having to work with 3 or 4 other people and a client and a sponsor, that has taught me like what the real world is like. That is exactly how projects are going to be in the future. So having deadlines, like I said, getting work on websites was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed getting to know HTML and formatting. I helped with most of the formatting on the website and how it looks, and I think I enjoyed that the most. It was a lot of fun getting to know how websites work and the behind the scenes of that. In GitHub, I had never really used GitHub before. GitHub was a very handy tool. Getting just push and pull from Visual Studio was a great task. It was a great feat for us. I will definitely for sure be taking the skills that I learned from Senior Design Project and using them in my job starting in June. So thank you.
Everyone, it's Nick Ward. I just want to talk about my experiences from this past year doing senior design. I had so much fun, so much I took away from this project. I never would have thought I would have learned so much about project management. That was a huge added bonus, learning how to handle a project, talk to teams, learn how to make deliverables, record agendas, record meetings, record steps of planning, creating, development, and all that process. That was a huge added bonus. For the project itself, I was just so pumped that I got to work on something that is so near and dear to my heart. Being a college swimmer, it was so awesome to make a website and a database that is directly related to what I do every single day. So being able to create a workout and record that and save it gives the usability to any level of swimmer, any coach. This platform is very, very powerful. How we created the site, it is at its core, it is raw. It is so awesome that you can add so many different things so easily to this website to make it so powerful, and I can't wait for you guys all to see it.
Hi, my name is Sarah Grover. I learned a lot throughout Senior Design Project. This project mimicked what it will be like to work in the tech field and has increased my excitement for my future career. Working with my team members to develop the Swimming2Win website has taught me a lot of useful skills that I will take with me in my future, but mostly it has taught me how to overcome challenges throughout the development process. This opportunity allowed me to work with a client to put their ideas and business needs into a working website. In fact, my favorite part of Senior Capstone was seeing the ideas being put into code and watching our project develop over time. This experience has increased my knowledge in the importance of documentation, working in sprints, and working with clients and my team members. I'm very thankful for all that I have learned throughout my senior design project.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Dunn, and I just want to talk about my senior design experience. My senior design experience was incredible, and it's something that I'm very thankful for. I learned so much in 1 year about the project management lifecycle and how to develop a working product. As a young adult, I was very passionate about swimming, and I did it as I was growing up, and it was great to relive those experiences while utilizing my knowledge of software to create a product that revolved around tracking workouts that I would do as a child. Swimming2Win challenged me to learn new skills such as website development, where I learned how to program and materialize CSS and HTML5, which now I'm very glad that I have those skills and can utilize them in other aspects of my software engineering career. And I'm excited for all of you to see our product and our project and the benefits of our hard work. Thank you so much.